And welcome back to Capital Talk. What a week it's turning out to be. We're talking about success stories and yes, Kenyans who love Kenya first and think of Kenya first and everything else second. Like my guest today, grew up in Nyahururu. Those days was called Thompson's Falls. Built a company called Abercrombie & Kent. Today is the largest travel and tour company on the planet. There's something else that has to do with A&K, folks. Sit back and listen to Geoff Kent. Before we go to the latest venture.
Okay.
Windsor.
Yes.
Windsor Golf and Country Club.
Well, yes, we set up a hotel business and I called it Windsor I can't remember, it was 1980s, but it was called Windsor Hotels. And this gentleman, a family I've known sometime, John Machuki, came to see me and says, I have these, these coffee farms and I think it'd be a great place to build a golf course and a hotel. And so together we sat down, we mapped out how to do the Windsor, and we called it Windsor.
Yes.
Called Windsor today.
Yeah.
Windsor Golf and Country Club. And John and myself, we did it together, and we built I remember arguing about the cupola at the top, whether it should be real bronze instead of imitation bronze. I said, no, we are the real thing, John. You and I are the real thing. Real bronze.
Was he a good guy?
Fantastic. John Machuki?
Yes.
Yeah, I tell you what, I really like John, because first of all, he's a real man. He would say things on his mind, straight and to the point, all right? Boom.
Straight shooter.
Straight shooter. He was always completely honest. All of our business relationships were fantastically honest, straightforward, to the point. He has a great vision. I love visionaries, as you can tell. Yeah, and when he showed me this farm, we're going to have a golf course. We walked through the trees, and we'll have this here and this here and this here. And then I said, no, we got to do this. We got to do this. And so we built it along the lines of like a Mathega with golf. You'll see the lines. Yeah. And we opened it. And I was very close to John, of course, his son Francis.
Yes.
And I'm so sad about John.
Yeah.
He was a wonderful,
but
what he was a leader.
Yes.
Leaders are leaders. You can't make them, by the way.
No.
They fall off the tree or not. You can't send them. And he was a leader.
Good man.
Fantastic leader. Great man.
Yeah.
Great man. Great, and great for Kenya.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well done. A&K Global Health. This is the latest venture. This is, and you're launching it in Kenya.
Yes. Well, I had this idea with my partner Wes Edens from Fortress, my partners. We had this idea that health is the biggest challenge for anybody today, for people, for governments, and everything else. And actually, there was no way of actually handing the choice to the people. Everything is, you get sick, the doctor says, you're sick, and this is what's wrong with you. You say, okay, fine, that's it. But it's not it. So actually, we wanted to become like a facilitator in the middle, so that you can have your diagnosis done. We called it Abercrombie Kent Global Health. Yeah. And I decided to set it up here in Nairobi, to answer your question. I was going to set it up overseas, but I thought, this is ridiculous. Kenya is my home. This is where I've started every new idea, right here. And maybe it's good luck, maybe we're getting superstitious. But yeah, I came back here and said, I'm going to set it up here. Nobody could understand what I was trying to do. What we're really doing, you're taking a patient, you're then offering him opportunities to have his medicine, have his whatever it is, cardio, orthopedic, overseas. And we're also going around Africa to Juba, we've just been there, Tanzania, and bringing those people into Kenya. So it's a two-way model. You're going to bring people outside Kenya into Kenya for medical treatment, and Kenyans, if they can't get the treatment correctly done here, or there's a time waiting list, they can come to us and we'll connect them with our operation in India and Thailand and other places with the exact doctors and the exact surgery that they want. You can do it by telemedicine, have a second choice, and in effect, you're empowering the patient. They have now choice.
Correct.
Choice of hospital, choice of price. Indian prices are 50% less, at least, than the UK.
Absolutely. Or US.
Or US. Yeah. 75% less than US. So, I mean, you can have we do liver transplants, kidney, orthopedics, cancer, cosmetic surgery. Yeah. But what we really do is we give the patient peace of mind. So you're saying to him, don't worry, we'll do everything, because you're sick. So we take care of them, we fly them there, they're met the other end in India, taken to the doctor, we're there during the surgery, we take their family with them, give them a hotel, or if the family can't come, we brief them here day by day. When we're all finished, we bring them back to Kenya and introduce them back to the doctors for aftercare. So it's a complete, a one-stop shop for everything, visas, etiquettes, and it's easy. People, it's easy.
It's sort of like A&K travel, right?
Yes.
Nice health.
Exactly that. I said instead of wealthy people,
shop.
we're taking patients, and instead of a hotel, you're going to hospital. But we check out the hospital. Instead of the guide, it's a doctor. So we completely psychoanalyze each of those things and so put our brand behind it so the patient knows, oh, peace of mind.
Yeah.
I can now go and I'm taken care of. I don't have to worry about my family. I don't have to worry about anything.
And you've launched already in Nairobi?
We launched a few months ago, and we're moving 5 to 10 people every month now. And what's the most important thing you just said earlier? Word of mouth. Every one of them coming back saying, thank God for A&K Global Health. You can see the letters. They just say, they saved us, they did everything, they took all the fear out of it, going to an unknown place, no fear, no worry, instant health, instant recoveries. And if those word of mouth had been bad, I'd have said, you know what, that wasn't one of my better ideas. But the word of mouth is huge.
And you said, Jeff, this is going to be bigger than A&K Travel?
Absolutely. 6 million people already travel for health overseas. 6 million. And nobody's thought of it this way. They have to go to a specific hospital. I want to give them the choice of doctors and choice of hospitals and choice of price and a seamless operation. And nobody's ever done that before.
And insurances will take care of these?
Absolutely, yeah. And we can only do it because we have all these, I told you, all the 60 network everywhere. So the Indian office is handling them coming in. We're going to go to Thailand. Our Thailand office handles them coming in. You know, and so it's easy for us. Nobody else could do it. We're the only one with the logistic model to do it.
Jeffrey, when you first bought that land...
Quite excited. I actually want to go and get sick and try this myself. But
you've never been sick?
No, never.
Touch wood.
No. Just polo accident.
When you first bought that Land Rover, KBH you mentioned.
KBH 482. Remember it like yesterday.
Did you ever think that, 62, 50 years later, this is half a century later, you'd be what you are, you'd have achieved what you have?
But you know, not really. I just knew I was going to be really, really good, and I'm going to be so ambitious and work all hours known to mankind. And yes, I was highly ambitious. I didn't know we'd reach this. I mean, yesterday we were given the world's best tour operator, world's best tour operator in the world, voted by everybody. Yeah. I was inducted into the Hall of Fame, Tourism Hall of Fame, like last week.
So it's
all come together.
Like the Hiltons and the Marriotts and...
Yeah, with all of them, yes. So in 50 years, I've sort of reached, you know.
What keeps you going, Jeff? What keeps you going? You're 70 years old.
Oh, I'll never stop. I remember I have a lot of Kenya sayings. I'm sure you do too. You know, like you know, never be the tallest tree in the jungle. That's one. Or I try and keep. But the best one I love of all is the guy on a cycle, bicycle, right? And you know, the stupid guy on a bicycle comes to this long hill going down, and there's a hill going up. The stupid guy comes and he sees this long hill. And says, "Oh, thank goodness!" And he sits back and he enjoys the air and he just sits there enjoying. He gets to the bottom of the hill, can only go about 10 feet up because it's too much for him. Then he stops. All right. Yeah. Now the smart guy who's going down there says, "Aha! I have a big hill ahead of me," and so he starts to pedal like crazy. And when he gets to the bottom, he got so much power, he goes straight to the top. So I'm the guy still coming down the hill, the smart one, not the stupid one. And I think that wherever you are in life, you must wake up every morning saying, "This isn't going to last forever. What's the new one?" So I'm entering China. I have new markets for Kenya. Where did I bring the first Chinese? We have two Gulfstream jets, 14 of them. Where did I bring them? This hotel, right here. And the Masai Mara and Abercrombie and Kent camp.
Did they enjoy it?
They loved it. And now I'm opening in China, Beijing. We have our office there already. We're going to bring a lot of Chinese here. Wow. Middle East, I'm opening up big offices in Abu Dhabi.
Nice.
Being a very big strategic venture with a major Abu Dhabi company. We're bringing in a new division called concierge work for the Russians because they want to go to Europe. I have a huge villa company. We have 300 villas all over Europe. You know, the luxury villas, ski villas. Yeah. So any guy wants to go, Kenya wants to go skiing, we have great ski villas. European. So we're pushing on and each time I always find a key guy who I really trust. And I try and put into their heads, this is the story, guys. This is what you have to do. I'm here, now go for it.
Yeah, run with the ball. And
they all have a piece, they all get bonuses and piece of the action. Wow. And they pick it up and they ride the bicycle. And I just tell them, faster, faster.
And what about those Kenyans who are always so negative about their own country, always saying, oh, we're not going and we're one step forward, 2 steps backwards. What do you tell them, Jeff?
I tell them, go get a life. You know, I mean, people in Kenya do not know how lucky they are. And if they don't like it here, be my guest, right? Go and live in London with the filthy weather. Yeah. Go and live in New York, all right? This is the best country in the world by miles because you have everything here. You have gorgeous weather, you have very smart people. People love to work here. They're very enthusiastic to work, and they're nice people. And you have so much opportunity. I went to a restaurant last night, and the young guy was running it, and I was very impressed. He was working everything. So I saw him at the end and said, "Good job. You'll have 1,000 of these one day. Just work hard, spread it out, go for the world." I think what happens in Kenya is that people get into Kenya so much that they don't believe in their heads or whatever they can conquer the world. You must believe, and I always did actually. You're right. You asked me earlier on. I always knew I'd conquer the world. I'd go out. I knew somehow that I was going to do it. Not exactly what we did, but we got there. Both in polo and in travel.
Yeah. And the other thing about this place, Jeff, is that we're almost there. You know, we're almost there. But we need to give it that extra push. In fact, that's what Richard Leakey said on this very bench not too long ago. He says we're on the 100 meter, the 100 meters from the finish line.
Yes.
We just need that extra effort to take off.
And we have the energy, and I think, do you know what it is? It's belief. You said it. You mustn't go around saying this. No, belief. We'll get that right. Traffic. Let's get this right. Let's put ring roads around the rib. I'm sure you're doing it, but let's do it. Let's get that right. Let's sort you. Whenever you have a problem, there will be problems all day long. You have to work out the best way around it and sort it out and move forward. And that's what you've got to do.
Absolutely. You ever go back to Nyahururu, Thompson Falls? You ever go back, Jeff?
No, I want to. I want to go back to South Kinnicop, to our place there, and look at that, and also go to Thompson's Falls. And I did go to Kenton the other day for some reason.
Did you?
Yeah, and I went to I went to Lenana too. Sorry, I called it wrong. Lenana. I went there. I saw my old house.
Did you?
Yeah, I drove around the ring road. There's the old house.
Must have been good. Good feeling.
Yeah, it was really interesting. I thought, it's a long time. You look back in memories, you look at those schools and what you were doing, roller skating, and then at Lenana you were riding bicycles around the track every evening, so good fun.
Wow.
But I think the best thing that Kenya does for you, it fills you full of resource. You become very resourceful. And I think that's where we beat everybody in the world. Look what Richard's done, Look at Alan Root, my other friend, very resourceful. You don't tell a guy, oh, your car's broken down, call the AA. No, you get out and fix it.
Yourself.
Yourself, and get moving. And that's, Kenyans are like that. We always have this great, feeling of we can do this.
Yes. And roll up our sleeves.
Do it, and do it yourself. Don't allow other people to do it. Get on. Thank
Geoffrey
you,
Kent.
Really enjoyed it.
Good to see you, man. Well done. Fantastic.
Asante.
Great stories. Keep them coming.
I will.
And good luck with the global health.
Thanks so much.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Don't go away. Geoffrey Kent, folks. What a guy. What energy. 70 years old. He wakes up every morning thinking this is his first day at work. Imagine that, people. If we could all have a little bit of his energy, this country would have taken off a long time ago. But there is still hope. Just believe in yourself. Like Geoffrey Kent says, believe in yourself. You can achieve. As long as you think Kenya first, everything else second. What a guest, what a show, what a week it's going to be, folks. The Bench all this week. Success stories about us, by us, for us. You cannot find guests like Geoff Kent anywhere else but right here on The Bench, on the award-winning station, K24. Where we are, yes indeed, even in times of, you guessed it, Abercrombie and Kent. We are still all Kenyan.
All the time.
Well done, my friend. Good job.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
Capital Talk is filmed at Fairmont, the Norfolk.